Hello, I am Masood Saeed. As a social science psychologist and the founder of the mind characterization technique, I am here to share with you an intriguing topic deeply rooted in Islamic tradition and the universal experience of motherhood, drawing from the wisdom of the Quran, Hadith, and revered Muslim scholars. We will also compare these with other philosophies, religions, and cultures. Did you know that nearly 85% of women report experiencing significant mood changes after giving birth? Yes, it's a fact supported by both modern studies and Islamic literature. This staggering statistic may be a revelation for some, but for many women, it's a lived reality. The, the journey from birth to motherhood, described in Surah Al Baqarah, is often painted with hues of joy, love, and fulfillment. But behind this beautiful canvas, there's a complex tapestry of emotions, psychological changes that often goes unspoken, echoing the hadith of Prophet Muhammad, paradise lies at the feet of mothers. We are here to shed light on this, as Saeed Qutb, a famous Muslim scholar, eloquently elaborated by diving into the depths of these psychological transitions that accompany the path to motherhood. It's a journey that's as profound as it is transformative. These shifts, while challenging, are also rewarding, as hinted in various verses and hadiths. In the next few minutes, I'll be personally conducting this lecture, exploring this subject in depth, drawing from real life experiences and expert insights, including both modern and classical Muslim health professionals, as well as psychologists and psychiatrists. Their expertise, coupled with references from the Quran and Hadith, and commentary from renowned scholars like Ibn Taymiyyah and Al Ghazali, will help us understand these changes better, addressing any misconceptions and providing comfort, guidance, and evidence based clarity. We'll also be sharing some intimate case studies, stories of Muslim women who have walked this path, experienced these psychological shifts firsthand. Their narratives, intertwined with Quranic verses, hadith, and Islamic philosophy, will offer a personal touch to this exploration, adding depth and authenticity to our understanding. This journey from birth to motherhood is not merely a physical one, as stated in multiple verses and elaborated by our scholars. It's a profound psychological voyage that deserves acknowledgement, discussion, and understanding. So, how so how do these changes affect a woman's life, her identity, her relationships as per Islamic, and in comparison with other cultural perspectives, and how can we better support women as these changes based on the wisdom of our religion and the insights from other cultures are just some of the questions we'll be addressing in this video. So buckle up as we delve into this fascinating journey from birth to motherhood under the light of Quran, Hadith, and the wisdom of our respected scholars. Several of you may ponder about the cause of these transformative psychological changes. The from birth to motherhood involves an incredible interplay of hormones and physiological alterations that are nothing short of wondrous. As we delve into the science behind these transformations, it's worth mentioning that these findings are not only backed by modern medical science, but also find resonance in the works of renowned Muslim health professionals, psychologists, psychiatrists, and doctors, both classical and modern. In the words of Dr. Shahina Siddiqui, a modern day Muslim psychologist, during pregnancy, the body undergoes significant hormonal shifts. These modifications commence with the release of human chorionic gonadotropin, or HCG. This hormone alerts the body to the advent of a new life and initiates the process of equipping the body for the growth and development of the baby. As affirmed by Dr. Hakim Al Fadl, a respected medical practitioner in the Islamic Golden Age, progesterone and estrogen, two hormones, surge significantly as pregnancy advances. These hormones are essential in maintaining the pregnancy and readying the body for childbirth. Progesterone, often described as the pregnancy hormone, assists in keeping the uterus muscle relaxed and is instrumental in the fetal development. On the other hand, estrogen supports the fetus's development and the mother's body for breastfeeding. Now, these hormonal modifications don't merely affect the body physically, they also have a substantial impact on a woman's emotional and psychological state. In hormonal levels can lead to mood swings, anxiety, and in some instances, even depression. As modern day psychiatrist Dr. Islam points out, after childbirth, there's a sudden drop in these hormones, which can trigger a range of emotional responses. This is often too as the baby blues. However, if these feelings persist, it could be a sign of postpartum depression, a serious condition that requires medical attention. Physical changes also significantly influence this psychological journey. The physical strain of pregnancy, the pain of childbirth, and the demands of caring for a newborn can all contribute to changes in a woman's psychological state. So, you see, the transition from birth to motherhood is much more than just a physical transformation. It's a profound psychological journey influenced by a complex interplay of hormones, physical changes, and emotional responses, as frequently echoed by Dr. Rania Awad, a well-known clinical psychiatrist and Muslim scholar. Our bodies are wired for these transformations. So, the journey from birth to motherhood is indeed a transformative experience backed by the wisdom of health professionals from various cultures and time periods. Let's delve into Aisha's journey, a modern Muslim woman, and her transition into motherhood. Aisha, a highly educated, career oriented woman, found herself at the crossroads of life when she discovered she was expecting her first child. The joy of becoming a mother, akin to the Quran's emphasis on the importance of motherhood, was coupled with an undercurrent of apprehension. This transition was reminiscent of the Hadith, where Prophet Muhammad stated that paradise lies at the feet of the mother, illustrating the high regard Islam has for this role. Aisha was stepping into uncharted territory, and the uncertainty was daunting. She sought guidance from the Quran and Hadith, as well as the wisdom of noted Muslim scholars like Al-Ghazali and Ibn Khaldun. Their commentary offered solace and guidance, helping her to understand her emotions from a spiritual perspective and prepare her for this new journey. Aisha's emotive journey was akin to a roller coaster. She first experienced an overwhelming sense of happiness and excitement, to the joy expressed in many religious texts across the world, followed by moments of anxiety and doubt. Feelings are not exclusive to Islam, but are universal across cultures and religions. Aisha grappled with the changes her body was undergoing and the emotional turbulence that was likened to the psychological changes described in various philosophies. She found her priorities shifting, a dilemma addressed in many philosophical schools of thought. Her career, which once stood at the forefront of her life, was now sharing space with a new, equally compelling role, that of a mother. Confucian philosophy echoes similar sentiment, emphasizing the balance between personal and professional life. Aisha had to navigate the guilt dividing her time and attention, the fear of not being enough in either role, and the societal pressure of fitting into predefined molds. This tension is addressed in the teachings of the Quran and Hadith, which stress that a mother's role is not to be perfect, but to strive with sincerity and dedication. Aisha turned to her support network, reaching out to family, friends, and health professionals, reflecting the Islamic principle of seeking help and community support in times of difficulty. She also embraced counseling, a practice that aligns with the Islamic tradition of seeking knowledge and one's emotions. Aisha's story is a testament to her resilience, the power of seeking help, the teachings of the Quran and Hadith, as well as parallel learnings from other cultures and philosophies. Her journey serves as a powerful reminder that every journey is unique, every challenge is surmountable, and every woman, regardless of her culture or religion, has the strength within her to embrace the beautiful chaos that is motherhood, validated by wisdom from various sources. Now, let's voyage through the narrative of Sarah, a psychologist who intertwined her professional expertise with spiritual wisdom from the and Hadith to navigate her personal transformation. Sarah, an experienced psychologist, had invested years exploring the human psyche and assisting people to overcome their mental struggles. However, when she embraced motherhood, she found herself not just analyzing but experiencing the theory she once taught. Her journey resonated with the Quranic verse, "Verily, with hardship comes ease." 94:5. Just as she was aware of the psychological changes during her pregnancy, Sarah also reflected upon the hadith, "Paradise lies at the feet of the mother." She comprehended that her unique struggle was not only natural, but also a revered part of her faith. The emotional swings, the apprehension about forthcoming changes, the physical discomforts, Sarah's professional understanding couldn't diminish their intensity. Like many new mothers, Sarah also grappled with baby blues. She drew strength from the words of the famous Islamic scholar Ibn al Qayyim, who said, "Patience is to faith as the head is to the body." She knew these feelings were common, affecting about 80% of new mothers, yet knowing didn't lessen the harsh reality of her experience. Sarah's perspective, enriched by her faith and profession, equipped her with coping strategies. She practiced mindfulness, prioritized self care, and leaned on her family and friends for support, finding resonance in the hadith, "A strong believer is better and more beloved to Allah than a weak believer." She also sought therapy, acknowledging its importance and not allowing professional pride to hinder her well being. Drawing upon her personal journey, Sarah found common ground with her and confronted several cultural and religious misunderstandings about mental health. She clarified, based on Islamic philosophy and other spiritual customs, that seeking therapeutic help wasn't a sign of weak faith, but rather an act of self love and responsibility. Sarah's journey, though strenuous, enlightening, she learned firsthand the challenges that come with motherhood and how solely relying on professional knowledge isn't enough to traverse them. It made her a more compassionate healer, a better listener, and, above all, a resilient person. Sarah's story provides a valuable insight into how understanding these changes, the lens of psychology and religious wisdom, can help guide us through them. Sarah is not merely a psychologist. She is a mother who harmoniously amalgamated her professional knowledge and spiritual understanding to navigate her personal journey. Her narrative is a testament to the strength and resilience of all mothers who embark on the multifaceted journey from birth to motherhood, guided by faith and knowledge alike. We've heard some real life experiences. Now it's time to delve into the insights from the professionals and spiritual scholars. The psychological journey from birth to motherhood is a natural and integral part of the process that often goes unnoticed or misinterpreted, leading to unnecessary emotional turmoil. Our health experts emphasize the importance of understanding these changes and how to navigate them. Psychologists point out the deep emotional transitions during this phase. The joy of bringing a new life into the world intertwines with feelings of anxiety, uncertainty, and sometimes depression. These feelings are normal, and acknowledging them rather than suppressing them is crucial. It's all right to feel overwhelmed and seek help. Psychiatrists underline that hormonal changes during pregnancy and after childbirth can significantly impact a woman's mental health. They can lead to conditions like postpartum depression, which is more common than most people realize. If feelings of sadness or anxiety become intense or persistent, seeking professional help is paramount. There's no shame in reaching out. Doctors stress the importance of self care during this journey. Eating a balanced diet, getting regular exercise, and ensuring adequate sleep can all contribute to better mental health. Additionally, establishing a support network of other mothers or trusted loved ones can be incredibly beneficial. Interweaving insights from the Quran and Hadiths, our Muslim scholars highlight the teachings of patience, compassion, and acceptance during this transformative period. They remind us through Quranic verses and prophetic sayings that this is a time of immense blessing and spiritual growth, even amidst the challenges. They correct common misunderstandings by citing established evidence from the holy texts and the interpretations of renowned Muslim scholars. In comparison with other philosophies, religions, and cultures, it's evident that each addresses these psychological changes differently. However, the underlying essence of understanding, acknowledging, and managing these changes stays the same, correcting any misconceptions based on insights from the Quran, Hadiths, and expert commentary, or experts emphasize the importance of an open dialogue about these psychological changes during motherhood. They urge us not to stigmatize or trivialize these feelings, but to validate them and make them a part of the broader conversation about motherhood. In conclusion, the journey from birth to motherhood is filled with a psychological roller coaster. They can be challenging, but they're also a natural part of the process. By understanding and acknowledging these changes, we can better manage them and support the mothers in our lives. As our experts suggest, understanding and accepting these changes is the first step towards managing them. It's essential to remember you're not alone on this journey. In the infinite universe of human experience, a shared thread unites us all. Each mother, each woman, each individual who has ventured through the transformation from birth to motherhood possesses a story to narrate. Stories as distinct as fingerprints, yet woven together by the common bonds of love, fear, and occasionally the specters of struggle. As noted in the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Hujurat 49:13 says, O mankind, we created you from a single pair of a male and a female, and made you into nations and tribes, that ye may know each other. This verse exemplifies that we are all bound by shared experiences and are not as alone as we might feel in our moments of despair. Others have traversed this path before us, faced the same challenges, the same doubts, the same fears, and it's in sharing these experiences, mirroring the hadith, where Prophet Muhammad said, the believers in their love, mutual kindness, and close ties are like one body. When any part complains, whole body responds to it with wakefulness and fever, that we find strength in realizing we're not alone. In this shared human experience, it's essential to encourage each other to share these stories, reach out, lend a listening ear, offer comforting words. In doing so, we not only assist ourselves, but illuminate the path for others who may be grappling with their challenges in silence. If you find yourself where the shadows seem too deep, the burden too heavy to bear alone, remember this: it's okay to seek help. There's no shame in reaching out to professionals such as psychologists, psychiatrists, doctors, or even renowned Muslim scholars who come armed with the tools to guide you, provide support, and help you navigate the intricacies of your journey. They can provide insights based on the Quran, Hadith, and the teachings of distinguished Muslim scholars, which can be compared with philosophies from other cultures and religions. If you're one of those who've journeyed through this transformation and emerged stronger, share your story. Let others know it's okay to struggle, it's okay to feel overwhelmed, and it's okay to ask for help. Your words could be the beacon someone else requires to navigate their journey. Remember, as stated by the famous Muslim scholar Ibn al Qayyim, verily in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Always remember, your struggles are real and valid, and by sharing them, you not only help yourself but also help others to comprehend that they're not alone. Remember, it's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to talk about it. As we conclude, let's take a moment to reflect on the wealth of knowledge we've gathered, explored the profound science behind the psychological changes from birth to motherhood, shining a light on the intricacies of this transformative period in a woman's life. We've exchanged intimate narratives from Aisha and Sarah, revealing their distinct experiences and the peaks and valleys they've traversed. In bringing together these narratives, we've also referred to the teachings of the Quran and Hadith with interpretations from renowned Muslim scholars. These references have provided us with a deeper understanding of motherhood from an Islamic perspective, reinforcing the respect and admiration Islam holds for mothers. We've also invited esteemed professionals who have delved into the wisdom of other philosophies, religions, and cultures, addressing misconceptions and correcting them with validated evidence. Their knowledge is a strong reminder of the significance of acknowledging and discussing these shifts in our mental landscape, dispelling stigmas, and cultivating more understanding environments across varied cultures and religions. Remember, it's crucial to acknowledge that these changes are an inherent part of the journey towards motherhood. They're not something to be feared or avoided, but rather an accepted. From birth to motherhood, every woman's journey is unique, shaped by her personal beliefs and cultural environment. But be assured, in this journey, you are never alone. Regardless of cultural or religious background, motherhood is a shared experience, one that transcends boundaries and creates a universal bond. As we prepare to conclude, We encourage you to connect with us and support our mission. If our content has served to enlighten and guide you, and you're eager to gain more insight, we kindly ask you to like and subscribe. Ensure that the notification bell is hit so you're always the first to know when we've unveiled new wisdom to share. We don't view your support as mere clicks, but as a beacon that drives us to illuminate topics of significance with teachings rooted in the Quran, Hadith, and the insights of revered Muslim scholars. Through our platform, we strive to embark on comparative analysis, contrasting these Islamic principles with other philosophies, religions, and cultures. Our goal is to address any misunderstandings, rectify them based on the established evidence, and provide a more accurate representation of Islam. Each click is your affirmation saying, persist, continue enlightening, sharing. Thus, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering support and look forward to journeying with you in our next video where we continue to explore, learn, and grow together.